I'm Cecilia, I'm 13 years old and I go to a secondary school. One of the things that I find tricky in the high school environment is when there's lots of noise around me. I find that this can often make me feel quite anxious. One thing that I do find difficult is making sure that I'm at the right class at the right time. I find it difficult making sure that I'm in the right uniform on the right day. I find it quite hard to socialise with other kids my age. I find it hard to pay attention when I'm in class and the subject isn't that interesting. Some of the strategies that I use to stop myself reacting is just taking a deep breath and take myself out of the situation. I have some origami paper that lives in my pencil case, so I can chunk activities and say do 10 minutes of work and 5 minutes of origami and vice versa. When I'm doing homework, I find that just taking a little break once in a while does help. This could be listening to an audiobook or, in my case, doing some origami. I find that it helps me pay attention for longer periods of time. At school, I'm constantly doing what others want me to do, so at home, or after all that work, I feel that I just need all the time to myself. My teachers are aware of my difficulty with being on time, so they aren't too annoyed if I'm 5 or 10 minutes late. I think of the common problems that might come up in my day and try and plan ahead about what I could do, such as asking a teacher for help or asking a classmate. This helps me feel a lot more relaxed. Try and treat everything like there's going to be at least one problem and that I won't be able to predict it. For group work, I try and figure out what I can do so that I can go in a corner and work on it alone. This means that I don't have to have the difficulty of talking to my classmates all the time. At school, I can sometimes find it hard to stay on track and do things at a reasonable pace. Sometimes I have to rush to finish my work, which means it isn't as quality as the rest of it. Prompting helps me stay on task. I find that if I do it with someone there with me, I can do it fast. Before I do a task, I plan it out. I make sure that I'm on schedule by checking the time on my computer screen or on the screen of the whiteboard. It helps when the teacher writes on the board what the task is and all the things that we need to do, including the homework. I have a planner that I write all my assignments in so that I know when it is and I don't get stressed. BKLBBK is my morning routine. All the letters mean the locations that I have to be in and the order that it is in. I tell my teachers directly if I have a problem. If I don't do it fast enough, the problem will escalate and it will cause me to get stressed. I've practiced what to say when I'm asking a teacher for help, and I also try and make sure that I'm sitting next to a teacher's desk so I don't have far to look for help. Parent-teacher interviews help to set up systems. I have an exit card, which means I can leave the room and go seek help at the wellbeing office. It's important that when I have a problem, then I communicate to others because they won't always know that there's a problem.